Classic is recommended if you want to focus on using commands in battle. Yeah, I don't want to worry about battles. Sorry if that doesn't make me hardcore enough for you folks out there. I know people come to my channel to see, you know, the most hardcore play. I have forsaken the rest of my life just to play games and prove to myself and people on the internet that I'm only a hardcore player. Especially check out my playthroughs of Solitaire for my hardcoreness. I'm just kidding. I can barely remember what buttons to press or where the buttons are most of the time. I see the FMV is still at 24 frames. Guess it's too much to ask to get the pre-rendered stuff up to 60. Alright, it takes a couple gigs of just cinema. But you know, me, I'm not a fan of 24 frames. If you think about it, you know, before the age of sound, in motion picture, 16 frames was considered smooth. 16 frames. Think about that. It was only after sound came into the equation that 24 frames was considered the bare minimum for motion. Now we're looking at you know, some experiments into high frame rate, you know, 60 frames. But it throws people off because the motion's so smooth, so lifelike. I was watching somebody, some dumbass cinematographer about 24 frames in film, you know, in cinema. Well, it's not really film anymore, right? Mostly digital. Versus 60 frames, and how you prefer 24 frames. And it's just like, you spent your whole life looking at 24 frames. Of course you think it looks better. All of a sudden you get this new thing that's like smooth and fast, and the lighting has to change, and the focal has to change, and you have to rethink how you shoot movies at 60 frames. To me, I say anybody who doesn't like 60 frames, I guess, you know, pop your eyeballs out, because that's what you see in real life. Actually, it's somewhere around like 75 to 80 frames, somewhere around there. But yeah, if you hate the way 60 frames or 75 frames or 85 frames looks, then you just hate sight. And just because you've spent your entire life getting used to something, doesn't mean that that's the way it should stay, nor does it mean that is the best, you know, looking alternative that you have. I actually like the way that that Will Smith movie looked at. I forget the name of it. That was shot in 60 frames. I thought it looked amazing. But again, you're a cinematographer, you're a cameraman, you're an artist, you're a lighting technician. Everyone involved has to know that it's being shot in 60 frames, and so if you, I mean, if you're a DP out there that doesn't like 60 frames, it's because you're not good at your job, and that's why it doesn't look right to you. Actually, it's nice to see this in 60 frames. It was a struggling on the PS4.
Get down here, Merc.
Hi. Yeah, boy, there's some massive improvements here.
Oh! Who goes there?
You're up.
Hold triangle to attack with Cloud's sword. Hold triangle to unleash. Or sorry, hold square to attack with Cloud's sword. Hold square to unleash an attack capable of hitting multiple nearby enemies.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see him.
Have fun.
The ATP gauge fills as time passes and by attacking with square. Once the bar is full, your character can perform special actions. Charges can be used immediately or saved. Try attacking the enemy to fill the gauge.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
You can expand ATP gauge charges to perform battle commands, such as using abilities, magic, or items. Press X and try one of those commands.
Enough of this.
Let's try it now, do I? Oh, I guess I do.
That's that. Let's go.
When not in battle, you can check the map, open menus, and view various kinds of information. Press hamburger to open the main menu. Press connect for. What do you want to call it? Abacus? Press abacus to access the map and check your various objectives. I know it's touchpad, but you know, they don't want to give these buttons names. Let's see, when the chevron icon appears, move your character close to it to automatically jump, crouch, or perform whatever other action is required.
Drop the weapon.
Oh sure, I'll just do it because you
We
asked.
got this.
Yeah, what he said.
You can defend against enemy attacks by pressing R1 to guard or circle to evade. A successful guard reduces the amount of damage suffered and also charges your ATP gauge.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded. Nope. Sorry. This'll... Enough. Nothing to it.
I do have to say, I don't like Cloud's voice. I think it's just a little too high-pitched. I mean, it's not really how I imagine Cloud would sound. But, you know, that's just really all personal preference. Use triangle to open chests or doors or talk to people. If you see the word hold, then you need to hold triangle rather than just pressing it. Oh, I don't need to hug my controller. If you see the word hold, hug your teddy bear. Well, how do you know I have a teddy bear? Game is psychic. If you find boxes with the Shinra logo, press square to smash them with your sword. They may contain useful items such as potions that restore HP or Mako shards that restore MP. I know the camera is awful close, isn't it? Yeah, I wish I kind of would have been able to pull back a little bit, but I don't know. It's all right.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
You'll keep
Guess
us
I'm not on the
safe,
same page as
right,
people.
Cloud?
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
I wish Barrett didn't sound the way he did either. But, you know, whatever. You can press R3 to lock onto specific targets and press R3 again to unlock. While locked onto a target, you can use the right stick or left right on the D-pad to switch between multiple targets.
Get him, boy!
Guess you're first.
Why is the dog so strong? What the hell? The people die in one
go.
hit.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
Yeah, look at these. I mean, this lighting model is completely different. Or at least they move the lights around a little bit more.
This way.
Not that the original was flat or anything, but this is more cinematic, I guess.
Not so fast. We've got company.
You got company, and the dog is the hardest one.
Here we go. Enough. Nothing to it. It's over. That it?
Yeah, I think the real tragedy of this is that I'm actually giving YouTube 60 frames when I'm broadcasting, but for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't capture 60 frames, or it used to capture 60 frames. I don't know what's changed. My setup is the same. But if you're watching on Twitch, Twitch for some reason ingests 60 frames just fine. And actually, even Facebook gaming captures 60 frames, although you're limited to 720p out there. I don't know what's been going on with YouTube lately. Not that they care, or you can ask anybody any questions. It's all run by robots out there. Especially a, somebody like me who doesn't have a large audience. They could care less.
Come on, Cloud.
Pick up the pace.
It's funny how the game looks better than the original
Soldiers may
release,
attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too.
even all the pre-rendered
Bet
cinemas.
you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding
the
out
Mako
on me,
Reactor.
are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
Yeah, look at that. It's really great work.
I'm watching you.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Oh, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
Switching modes, every character has a unique ability which you can activate with triangle. With Cloud's mode shift ability, you can switch between his balanced operator mode and his attack-oriented punisher mode. Oh, I just already did it earlier, but okay, let's do it again.
He's alone!
In punisher mode, Cloud moves more slowly, but Square unleashes a more powerful attack than usual. In addition, Cloud launches a counter blow every time he guards against an enemy melee attack. He cannot, however, guard against ranged attacks or magic. When you evade such attacks, you will switch back to operator mode.
We can take it! Make it rain!
That's that. Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out!
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button? So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
No, she's actually in a whole nother area right now. I wish this was like the same scene from Attack on Titan. You know, Tifa and Cloud like killing their kidnappers.
Are you ignoring me?
Might be a little too intense for this game.
Tifa and I.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world.
It's like mayonnaise. Or,
The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red.
I don't like mayonnaise.
The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me!
Sandwiches taste better? Or?
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain?
Rather
I
have-
know you can!
I'd rather have a honey mustard.
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do.
Get help.
Say that again.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Save
you
the
know.
screaming for later.
Like when you're on a date.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc?
Huh? What'd you say?
One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
I don't know you.
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Yeah, I like Cloud a lot better this time around. I think they really did a lot of good thinking about how they would reapproach Final Fantasy VII. Join the party. Barrett specializes in ranged attacks. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire when equipped with a ranged weapon. Barrett can fire from safe locations and hit enemies that Cloud cannot reach with his sword.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got
I'll
nothing
throw my
on
sword
me.
at him.
Suck on this! Ain't no thing!
Press triangle while in control of Barrett to deliver a heavy-hitting attack that fills a large portion of his ATB gauge. Once unleashed, it takes a long time to recharge this attack. Pressing triangle, however, will speed up the process.
Now for the real show! How'd you like that?
Barrett, you know, turrets can't talk, right? When you taunt a turret, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Hurry up!
Just let you know, Barrett.
Ain't no thing!
You can switch to different characters depending on the situation. You can also stick with the same character and issue orders to party allies. Push up and down or left and right on the D-pad to switch characters. Use L2 or R2 to issue commands to allies.
Ain't no thing! Oh, we're done here.
Oh wait, is there anything over there? Well, that's the only thing about RPGs. Is I think that developers love to hide stuff everywhere, so you take one wrong turn somewhere and all of a sudden you missed some sort of trophy or some sort of item that you would have needed, you know, hours ago. I don't think that's true in this case, not with this episode. But probably future
Look what we
episodes, you
have
never know.
here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
No,
Yeah.
I watched Resident
Figure out
Evil.
the timing of the lasers. Then make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
You can move around outside of battle more quickly by holding R1 to dash, or you can press L3 once to keep dashing until you stop moving. That sounds dangerous. Yeah, take that box. That, whoops. I said the view is so tight on the characters. It's like you have like no vertical resolution, no vertical or horizontal view at all. Ooh, ow, 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 ow.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. And we're almost at... Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Or they can clean the floor.
Then first.
Take a bottle of ether, huh?
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk!
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
Hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressured will appear underneath their gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities to quickly fill their stagger gauge under their life bar. Once it's full, you can stagger them. The gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magic used, as well as the foe's vulnerabilities. Find the most effective attack to quickly finish off each enemy. Enemies who have been staggered are defenseless and take more damage. Unique abilities on staggered foes will quickly boost your ATB gauge. Boost your ATB gauge quickly so you can unleash more abilities and spells.
Now's our chance.
Hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts... Wait. What? Okay, we just did that. Can we go back to...
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this. What are you, 20-something?
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Guess that makes you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Barrett's attitude doesn't make sense. I mean, he hired me. But then all he does is like berates me. I'm like, that doesn't really... Not really a good way to treat the help.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
God damn. I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
Huh, more like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
Thanks. Wait, was there anything down here?
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
Just checking for items. Oh, boy, so sensitive.
Job's a job. Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's core? Let's do this!
Yeah, a lot more ambient fog too. Floor textures are different. Or more detail, I guess. I should
All
probably say.
right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job!
We're checking out my ass, Barrett.
What's wrong?
Yeah, keep thinking about mayonnaise.
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
20 minutes, 30 minutes. 20 minutes is fine.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
It's more than enough time.
You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Huh. No other option, huh?
Shit!
Should I be worried?
All I have is fire. What do you have, Barrett? I don't have shit. When an enemy is about to use an attack that cannot be guarded against, the danger symbol will appear. Take evasive action when that mark displays next to a opponent's skill name. Some enemies will occasionally bind your party members with unblockable attacks. If your character is bound and unable to act, quickly switch to a different character.
Got anything you want to say? Funny way to ask for help. You're up.
Hang back. That's it.
We barely scratched the damn thing.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
Thought you were full of shit.
Think whatever you want. Just do it.
Hell yeah! The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliance, genius? Bounced right off.
Nice try, dumbass.
Frontal assault's no good. That didn't work either. Calling fire. Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now!
Just shoot! All right. Anytime now. Gotta heal up.
Taking damage and staggering enemies fills your limit gauge. When the limit gauge is full, you can use limit breaks, which are extremely powerful attacks. You do not need to spend ATB charges to use these attacks.
Heal up and regroup. Another barrier? Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit.
You need that laser?
Take cover behind that debris. Burn. Now, go! No holding back. Gotta memorize the attack patterns. Need a light? You're mine. Military.
Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Bert.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. It's down. Rain hell on.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Now you're in for it.
Shit, the ball!
It's like peeing in the morning.
20 minutes until detonation.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've gotta move.
Where should be covering our way out? Go, go, go!
Yeah, to me the most impressive thing is it's just the materials. I mean, these things really do look like, it just look like metal and cloth and, you know, the things that are supposed to look like. You know, they avoided the, you know, the kind of the rookie mistake that some artists make to make everything, you know, too reflective and too shiny and have, you know, spectral highlights be, you know, too bright.
I'm waiting. Nothing to it.
Yeah, so a shiny surface isn't necessarily like the shiniest surface that the game can muster. You know, sometimes it's just like a kind of a dull shininess, which is perfectly fine. That's how it should be.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on. Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
But the treasure chest. And we got plenty of time.
We're running out of time!
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us the way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool. 5 seconds is all we need.
Let's go! Gotta get the hell out of here ASAP.
You're done. That's that. No time to celebrate.
Sure there is.
No kids. Enough. Was never in doubt. Let's finish this.
And don't come back. You going down, one way or another.
Going in. Anytime now. Calling fire. That was easy.
Sure it was. Sir.
I know, Akanis, you gotta play this on that TV, on that OLED. Even though you played a little bit of it before. Ouch, ouch.
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
It's like, gotta calm the bitch hand.
Doors open. We don't have a lot of time here. Anticipate, people.
Can you walk?
Yeah,
If I
stuff just
couldn't,
loves falling on you.
Believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Cloud! Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
Oh, and down to 24 frames. So disappointing to see the pre-rendered cinemas. Well, it is a hell of an opening.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right?
No, I mean, mostly.
I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it.
I think the lip movements are a little bit better too, but that probably has more to do with it being in 60 frames than anything.
Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
It's talking about
Not
meth,
far.
kids. You know, Wedge is a drug addict.
That's about as good
That's
a place
canon.
as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector
No. No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet.
What?
But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fees.
I just didn't want mayonnaise.
Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home. We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
Hey. I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yoo-hoo.
Sorry about your house.
I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
Materia and equipment unlocked. You can now set materia to your weapons and armor. Try setting the healing materia to your buster sword. Okay, might as well go through the tutorial. You can set materia to weapons and armor through materia and equipment. Press triangle to set the materia. The slots in the top row are for your weapons and the bottom row for your armor. Select an empty slot and press X. Wink. The materia is now set. The materia set to your equipment allows you to use new spells and abilities and also boosts your stats. Find a combination that works best for your battle strategy. This ends the tutorial.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
Yeah, really impressive. I mean, it was already a really good looking game on the PlayStation 4, and I think they made all the right decisions on the PlayStation 5. And this is performance mode. It actually could potentially look better, but I just don't want to play things in 30 frames on a next-gen system. That's just silly to me.
Cloud, up here! Look up! I said look up! A little more to the left.
Huh? Oh, there you are. Hey.
Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
I mean, I wasn't going to climb up there on my own. Why wouldn't I use the stairs? You think I was going to jump up there? What are you, crazy? Don't follow her directions anymore. Ugh, she's worse than Bing Maps.
Station's intact.
I mean, nothing else is. But the station's intact. See, this is kind of nice too, because he's feeling a little guilty, which you were never really privy to that in the original release.
It couldn't be. But then...
I'm just hoping, you know, we see Final Fantasy IX get the same treatment. I think it's a more deserving game. But I know, Final Fantasy VII is iconic.
The hell?
Although personally, I would rather have Final Fantasy IV get a proper remake. And no, I don't mean that crappy 3DS version. With all the paper mache characters.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
I do think they got Sephiroth's voice right on the money.
Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown, that burned so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing.
God, even the script is much better.
Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. All right. You got this.
Yeah, they made Cloud a lot more, like, frail and relatable. He all seemed like sort of like a stiff douche in the original game. He's still a douche. He's just not stiff anymore. Oh, what do we see up there?
I can't.
Well,
I'm getting to the station if it kills me.
Everything was fine then.
It just collapsed.
Man, what a mess.
Yeah, sorry about that. I went up some stairs just to go down some other stairs.
Don't let the intruder escape.
Oh, me? No, I'm innocent looking.
Should I leave too?
I gotta say, I've never liked Aerith. I thought she was a terrible love interest. Tifa makes a way better love interest, but you know that just doesn't happen in the game.
Weak to save anyone, not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's
I'm
right.
allergic.
It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
Yeah, how much?
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Even all the shitty music sounds better now.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about?
No, I just have flatulence
Relax.
problems.
No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Not with the way I smell, huh?
Hey, a Mako Reactor just blew.
Wait, is that why you gave me the
Shouldn't
flower?
be out here trying to sell.
Help me!
Oh, now we're playing Sword of the Berserk.
What are they?
They're your problem.
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
I'm right, you're blind?
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
because I always hated the music from Final Fantasy VII. But now hearing it with good instruments, I realized that the compositions are actually all really good. But that crappy MIDI sound from the PlayStation 1 era, I really couldn't stand it. Especially after coming from the high of having all the sample sounds from the Super Nintendo.
That bastard couldn't have gotten far.
What?
Stay alert.
Don't want to stick around here.
There he is! You're not going in!
Sector 8, Unit 4. We have eyes on the target.
Enough. Nothing to it.
Deadly dodge material. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I'll full up. Oh, well, whatever.
All clear.
Let's Doctor Who out of here.
Just give it up! Don't run! Take it!
Let's finish this.
Locksmith! Locksmith! There's nowhere to run!
Grenade!
Immediate deployment! Troopers on standby! You are clear to engage! Be advised,
ready.
target is headed for the
Oh,
station!
okay. Let's go.
Going in. You're done. No more playing that. Enough.
Don't let him escape!
Give up!
Enemy combatants, you are surrounded! Lay down your weapon and surrender! Ground forces engage.
Yeah, I'm over here. That's okay.
All nearby units confirmed and provide immediate support! Target still mobile! Support! Proceed to rally point at the station!
Open this treasure just now, finally. Jeez.
Rooftops look clear.
Over there! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Close call.
No, shoot to annoy. That'd be my preference.
Be advised! Target approaching residential area! Seal all access immediately!
Target sighted! Get him!
It's all or nothing now.
Yeah, I did. What was I doing again? Oh, yeah.
Don't underestimate him. I'll show you.
Here we go.
Damn it!
Time to burn. Not bad.
I see him!
See ya. Let's go.
Confirmed! Target has entered residential area! Full lockdown is in effect! All units!
You're mine now!
Was never in doubt.
Target spotted! Moving to intercept!
Ooh.
Nothing to it.
Get the bastard!
Those spells, what the heck? Oh, that's right, I gotta build up some.
Get ready. Enough.
No way!
It's over. Shit. No escape.
Incoming!
He's here!
Enough. Need a light.
Enemy combat! You have been warned! Surrender yourself to public security immediately! You have nowhere to run!
Let's do this.
Still feel kind of bad about attacking the dogs. I really wish they would have replaced these enemies.
You're done.
Sorry, Poochie, it's not your fault you have bad owners.
It's over. Time to burn. Not bad.
Into the lifeblood!
I'm gonna enjoy this!
Yeah, I really hope the rumors of the original Metal Gear Solid remake are true. Not that I expect Konami to put this kind of work into it, but it would be nice to see that game, the original game, redone again, outside of what was done with Twin Snakes. You and your damn shield. Another one? Oh, man. Is there a sale on shields today?
Burn. It's over.
Move in! Don't let him escape!
HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2.
I love those helmets.
Moving to secure.
Really wish I had one.
Wait! I know that.
Oh boy, that's great. That's great lighting.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
Mako.
You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh?
Okay, Charm Machine. Hands off.
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
I've had silent but deadly.
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the train and hold there.
At Mako Reactor 1. An emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
I just want to get home.
I just wanted to get home.
I haven't been down the surface in years.
Stop that right now!
I'm sorry.
Yep. Oh, nice legs.
Hey, got a sec?
My daughter now lives in Sector 8, so...
Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, like over here. Yeah. There you go.
Alone, all right?
Holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still shaking.
My daughter
You get
now
used
lives
to
in
it.
Sector 8, so...
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
In the future, nobody has an ass. Ugh, I hate the
Why
future.
don't you learn to take a hint, buddy? Little help, Cloud? Please? I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
I know. Barrett has some serious problems.
It's just a sword.
This train is slower than molasses. You hear that, Sue? Shinra Creed my ass.
Yeah, okay, can we talk? It has to be just the right spot.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako Reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint.
Ugh, you can even see their pores. That's crazy.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, It'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history. All that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry. Our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Chapter 3. Home Sweet Slum.
Over here! Oh, you guys!
Straight.
Daddy!
Oh, sweetheart.
Glad you're home!
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Goodness.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
Damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Maybe be quiet about that, or...
Lower your voices,
Yeah.
huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade on PlayStation 5. Yeah, I will say that if you've never played Final Fantasy VII, then this is certainly the way to go. Don't play the original classic. The game sucks. And if you can find a PlayStation 5, which is nearly impossible, I know, then this is certainly the way to do it. In fact, I would honestly hold off on playing this game until you can get a PlayStation 5. This is really the way it was meant to play and look. So I'm glad they put the extra work in to get the PlayStation 5 kind of code up to snuff. And also there's the additional mission with Yuffie if you want to check that out. I think we'll play this one all the way through. It's not as long, obviously, because it's not the whole game. But I think seeing this with the visual improvements and at the locked 60 frames, that's really impressive. You know, this and Ratchet and Clank, along with Demon Souls and Returnal. I mean, it really puts the PlayStation library in a pretty solid space, along with the third party games as well. So yeah, check it out. We'll be playing as long as we can, and hopefully everybody enjoys that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you at the next stream.